Hello everyone. In this video, I have explained generating random numbers in Python. A random number is a number chosen by a computer from a range of possible values. We often use random numbers in games, guessing games, simulation, password generators, rock, paper, scissors programs, etc. In Python, random numbers are generated using the random module. Now, to use random module, we make use of import random in our program. What that means is we are importing a library in our Python program. Library means it is a code that is pre-written by the creators who are the creators of this library. You can use this code in your program. Okay, that library consists of many functions. Generally, the random library is a part of your Python package, but there are some libraries that you have to install externally. And in Python, we install it using pip install, okay, which we are going to see in the later module. But for now, remember that when you want to use some functions which are pre-written, we call it as libraries in Python, and we can use it in our program using the import statement. Okay, so these are the external modules which you can import in your program using the import statement. To generate random number, we make use of import random. Now you can generate a random integer number, you can generate a random floating point number as well. So to generate a random integer value, we make use of random.randInt function. Okay, and then you provide the start and the end. What does that mean? If I write it as rand.randInt 1 comma 10 or 1 comma 20, it is going to generate a number between 1 to 20. Any number, randomly any number between 1 to 20, 1 and 20 both inclusive. For example, let's say number is equals to random dot randint 1 comma, let's write 20. Okay, and let's print this number to see what number is run, and run this code, and this time it has executed, it has generated a number 9. Okay, now it generated a number 19. Run it again, it generated a number 12. So every time you run your program, you will see a different number. Okay, if you are seeing the same number again and again, it could be coincidence. Run it 4 or 5 times, you will definitely see a different number. Okay, so what it do is it generates a random integer number. What can you do with this? You can simulate games using this. For example, if I want to simulate a dice rolling game, or let's simulate tossing a coin. Okay, tossing a coin, and the output is either a heads, or tail. Right? So now coin equals to random dot randint. So generally what happens is if the coin's face is 0, coin's face shows 0, we say it is head, else we say it is tail. Okay. Now again, to design any game, you should also know the rules of the game. Okay. The rule is if it is 0, it is heads, otherwise it is tail. So I will tell my computer to generate a random number between 0 and 1. And if the coin face shows 0, I'm gonna print heads, else print tails. Right? Let's run this. And it says tails. So I am guessing that it has generated 1. Okay, let's print it as well so that we know what is the output. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to use f string, and I'm going to say uh, This is okay. The coin shows, and I'm gonna say it's head. It is heads. Similarly, here I'm gonna say the coin shows. Let's print the face of the coin and it as tails. Now let's run this. Let me first clear the screen and let's see. So the coin shows 1. It is tails, right? Yes. If it is 0, it is heads. Otherwise, it is tail. Let's run it again. It says the coin shows 1. It is tails. Let's run it again. Okay, again. Yeah, so this time it says the coin shows 0, it is heads, right? So you can simulate games using random number. Now, it might happen that you would like to also generate a random floating point number. Okay, that means a number that has got a decimal point. A random dot randint is used for generating random integer number. If you want to generate a random floating point number, we make use of random dot uniform. Okay, let's write number here. Number is equals to random dot uniform. Okay, what does this do? This generates a number between any floating point number between 0 to 0 to 1. Okay, let me show you. Okay, let's print it and check. Okay. Import random dot uniform, not random dot uniform, random dot random. Okay, this generates a number between 0 to 1. See, it is generating a number between 0 to 1. Now, if you want to constrain it into two decimal places, you can always use math, not math, but just round function to round it to two decimal places. So every time you will run this, it will generate a random number, a random floating point number between 0 to 1. Now, if you want to generate a random floating point number between a range, you can write it as random dot uniform 1 to 10. So what now it will do is, it will generate a random floating point number between 1 to 10. Okay, so here, for example, it has generated a number 7.74. Now you run it again, it will generate another number. So to generate a number between uh, any range, a floating point number, we make use of random dot uniform. If you want to generate a decimal number between 0 to 1, we just make use of random dot random. Now, if you have a list of things and you want it to select something from the list, okay? For example, let's say I have a list of fruits, okay? Like apple. Then I have banana. I have grapes, orange. And I wanted to randomly select any value from this. Okay. So in that case, we make use of random dot choice. Okay. And I'm going to provide this variable here. Okay. What it will do is it will randomly select something from this list. Okay. It will randomly select something from this list. Okay. Now let's run this and see it has selected apple. Let's run this. This time it has selected orange. Okay. And that's how we make use of random module. Okay. So again, to summarize, if you want to generate a random integer, we make use of random dot randint, a start and an end, or number one and number two. So what it will do is it will print a number between the range S to E. Okay. Then, if you want to generate a floating point number between 0 to 1, we make use of random.random. If you want to use or if you want to generate a floating point number between a range of number, okay, I'll provide two numbers. Let's say if I want to generate a random floating point number between 1 and 20, n1 will be 1, n2 will be 20. Right? So this generate floating point or a decimal number between n1 and n2. And then if I have a list and I want to select something from that list, I'm going to use random.choice. Okay, so that's how we can generate something randomly from a list or a random number or a random floating point number. I hope you have understood this. Thank you.